Okay, now I'm live. Do you know what I keep doing, guys? Which I kick myself every time that I do this, but I forget to press public, and I go into the live stream, and I'm chatting away, and I'm thinking, why haven't I got anybody coming on as yet? And I know sometimes it takes a little while. Hi, Eric. I forget to press public, and I go into the live stream. Hang on, I'm going to mute that on myself, but it's true. I forget to do that, and I'm thinking to myself, what have I done now? I've done the usual. I forgot to make it public. Okay, that's me. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Cammy's Tiny House Living. Hello. Maddie is here. Jeff, welcome. Elrie Sue, welcome. The Viking Cat Elf. Hi, Rainy. Morning, sweetie. Oro. Mwah, Oro. Horse 720. Thank you, guys. All names that I'm getting to know, and I'm getting to know. Sure, I'll do that. Horse 720. Not a problem. After I finish the stream, I will go in and I'll make you a mod for my channel. Metal Hammer Jimmy, thanks for coming. Where are your carpets? Okay. Now, why I haven't got any snakes out with me right now, and I can get Lily out. There's no problems with getting my Lily out to join us. But what I wanted to make today about was our snake enclosures, and that's very difficult for me to do if I've got Lily. It's probably easy if I've got a little one of my spotteds, but they're not actually a carpet python. So, Maddie, I will get Lily out. I promise you I will. And I will show. Hi, Nintendo. Welcome today. But I will try. Rockstar 07. Yeah. It's going good. It's going good. I look forward to Monday. I really look forward to Mondays and seeing all you wonderful people. Am I just waking up? Well, actually, no, it's 10:46. I've done a school run, and then I have another young boy that only went for an hour this morning. So I had to even cut his time shorter so I could get back in time. So it's a little bit late, but I made it. Oh, hi, Neo. Welcome. Watched your video. Great. Absolutely great. I loved it. I so loved it. And you did so well. Honestly, you did. I loved the way you put the words up and explained every thought that was going on for you. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I could see it. I could see it. And then that would come up and I go, yep, I understand. And it was so well done. BLP3 TV, welcome. Lunatic Dad's here. Thank you so much for coming in. Star Delta. Hey, how you going, sweetie? Reptomaniac. Wow, all these people. It took a while, Neo, I know, but you got there and you did it. And that's the first hurdle. From now on, take your time, put one out when you're ready to do it. No pressure, no pressure. You feel quite sick after that Bean Boozled challenge. Yes, Tommy, I'm guessing that you wouldn't. I'm sorry I missed it, hun. I was out and about, so busy getting kids ready. You excited? I went, okay, Reptomaniac. Thanks, Lunatic Dad. Yep, and Neo is all signed in to do my design for my other arm. And Neo is a tattooist and an artist. So I'm going to wait until Neo is able to actually do that tattoo. Okay, horse 720 for me, because then I know it means and will mean so much more to me having Neo actually do it. Hi TJs, welcome. Is in the house? TJ is in the house, everybody. Look, I love doing my live streams. Hope to get my first tattoo this year. It's going to be of a snake, of course. Hi Boots Kennedy, welcome, welcome, welcome. That's very good. Cool. Look, took me till I was 50 to decide, or 53 I think I was, to get them, but then I ended up having two, and not little ones. You know, I have to go big or I don't do anything at all. So hi TJ. K and J, hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. Jeff's waving to us all there. Okay, I'll be taking my time. Already have more videos ready. Good on you, Neo. I'll be there watching. And remember, when you're doing it, like I said to you, I'm going to be here and I'm going to be watching you, and I am going to be sitting here with such a smile on my face, because I know it's a big achievement for you to do these, and a big thing. And I think that's how I feel. I'm so glad he's doing this. That's how I feel. Yep, everybody say hello to everybody, and I'll try and keep track of who's popping in. If you're asking questions to me, don't put a handful of flavour of Bean Boozle. You learned your lesson. I bet you did. Pythons, oh, thanks, Lunatic Dad. That's lovely of you to say. You know, I watch all your channels, and I think that you're all wonderful people, honestly. Such great people in the YouTube world. And I get to know you, you know, and that's an honor for me, to get to know you, your interests, what you like, what you enjoy. You can't stream, bad connection, maybe Boots. You know what I've actually done is I've connected my Ethernet cable up to my computer rather than Wi-Fi, just so I get a better connection, or I hope to get a better connection than trying to use my phone and a better picture and using Wi-Fi on the computer. Connect your Ethernet cable directly from your modem router to your computer. Hi Chrissy, Tina, 2018. Hi from me, and I'm sure other people will say hello to you too. And that's what I do when I go into a live stream. I say hello to everybody. Oh, hi Serpents Cave. Welcome, welcome. It's important to get to know people. It's more fun that way. It is. It really is. And to try and add a little bit of you into every video. The morning started with a giant duty from a loon. She's getting her white. Oh, wow. And her belly is so yellow. Oh, cool. Hi, Douglas. Oh, you have your shirt and you'll send it out for February. Cool. I felt really quite terrible in a way, Douglas. I had only really just subscribed to Doug, and I hadn't really watched a lot of his channels, but what happened was, when I did go on, he was running a competition. So I just put my name in and thinking, I won't win. I never win. Guess what, guys? My name popped up and I won. And I was like, I feel bad, because so many other people had been subscribed for way longer and have been watching his videos, and I won. But Doug, I watch your videos. I don't always leave a comment. I try to, but I watch your videos. Love your cats. Love cookies. I'm glad your mum's doing so much better. I won, Cammy. I won. And he's sending me a T-shirt, a purple T-shirt in a size 10, which I think will fit me. I think, Doug, from your sizes over there, I'm not sure. Yeah, oh, thanks, Neo. Yeah, Ruby spends her life here, Lunatic Dad. Always spends her life here. So used to my snakes being around. She's just like, yeah, he's a snake. So what? So it's good. Yeah, she is. I've got 4 cats. 3 are all grey, and actually Ruby had a litter, 1 litter, and I kept 2 of her babies, and I got 2 beautiful grey kittens from her, named Mia and Max. Oh, thanks, Tommy. Oh, this old stoner, love your videos. They are so, honestly, guys, go and check him out. Very, there's that word, different, but it's not that word I want to use. Very clever. Very clever, does them so differently. I love them. They are really, really good. So much into them too. Jason Powell, Aka Dirt Road Devil, hi and welcome. I'm obsessed with watching videos about reptiles, and ironically, I'm terrified of snakes. Maybe that's why you watch them, because I hope my videos will eventually, and I know it has, helped a lot of people get over their fears. Blessed to be you, and only had a minute, have to go. No worries, Serpent's Cave. I appreciate you just popping in. That's fabulous. Unique. He is unique. There is another word, and I can't think of it right now, but it's not a bad word. It's a great word, and I love those people that are just out there in that little bit different, and how they do things. Oh, good on you, Neo. His videos are eclectic. Is that? Oh, it's a word. I know it's a word, and I've known many people like this in their life. Very talented people. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Your surprise, Passy. Oh, cool, Tommy. Tommy has sent me. She's painted Jack and Lily, and a little surprise is in there apparently. So I'm looking forward to getting that, and I will share that with everybody, such as my brooch and Azzy. Oh, welcome back, Eric. Azzy, would you believe she sent me a banana purse? Now, in actual fact, it's really handy for me, and I love it because it's a bit different. And I carry my batteries and my e-cigarette liquid and everything in there because it's waterproof. So if anything spills out of my liquid or what have you, I will show that, and then I will go back to here. There you go. It's handy, so I love it, and I thank her. She's lovely. She's sent me beautiful stuff, and I was really, wow, people send you stuff, and she did. She really did. And she also sent me, very quickly, I'll bend down here before I get on to about these enclosures, because I know Reptomaniac is wanting to know a little bit about them. But she sent me this beautiful little mirror. Other way, go. Click it open. They're a bit dusty because I haven't actually, I don't look at myself, but you never know when you need a mirror when you're a woman, hey, and you're out, just to make sure that you look halfway decent. But there you go. So I carry that around in my purse. It's filigree, and I love filigree rings too, if you can see those. And of course, I have her one snake ring on today. Girl, Eric, thumbs up. Absolutely. Like the video. You know, they say you get a lot more views on your live streams. And I'm thinking, how does that happen? Thanks, Rainy. It is pretty. Positive Bluebird. Oh, hey, sweetie. Didn't see your name. Thank you for coming on today. Positive Bluebird. Beautiful, beautiful girl. I've only really just started watching her channel, but I love it so far. So, yeah, thank you for joining me today. So, Reptomaniac. For Reptomaniac, for everybody out there that's got snakes. And even if you don't, and you might one day, this may be information that you might like to have tucked away somewhere for that day. Oh, good. Thank you, everybody, for subbing to Neo. You're going to love him. You are. I love him with all my heart, and I can't wait to have some time with Neo and Heidi. He has a beautiful wife right beside him every day, and she's sweet as too. So get to know him. You're going to really love him too. More thumbs up, the more it shows on YouTube's feeds. Well, there you go. Look, guys, I have reached my 1,000 Ks, and that's you guys subbing. That's no, you're going red, are you, Neo? Well, lucky we can't see you. You can go red. I go red all the time. People say things to me, and I get embarrassed too when somebody compliments me, and I've always been a bit like that. But yeah, for what you commit to, like I said, I'd have my wife do makeup. Yeah. And Eric, I saw the beginning of it, and then I had the school run, and I didn't get back in time. I apologize, but I will go back, and I do play it, and I do watch it, and I go in and out of it while I'm getting on with other things. So you did get me watching it through. Hi, Munson Burner. Welcome, welcome, Munson Burner. Taylor is his name, which is my daughter's name, but it's also a boy's name as well. Eric. Okay. Hi, Smokebox. Hey, what up with you? I keep going to catch it live, and then it's gone, and then I think, I was getting there, and then I miss it, but I will catch it live. Eric, this bit should go viral, especially when you put the, the wig on. I didn't get to that bit, Lunatic Dad, but I will today. Enclosures, right. The importance of an enclosure. It's great to have your snakes. People say to me, oh, do your snakes live in your house? No, they, hey, Elliot plays. Thank you for joining me today. Herman the Great. Hey, Herman, how you doing? I've got to get Lily out. I have to get Lily out. There's so many people here that I don't think have actually seen me handling them. Maybe they have. I'm not really sure, but certainly not live. So I will have to get Lily out. And maybe I can do that a little bit while I'm showing. I'm going to try and show you the enclosures by moving that camera around a little bit so I can talk you through it. But I want to explain, no, snakes do not live out of their enclosures all of the time here. That would be dangerous for the snakes, not me, my snakes, because there's too many places they could get to and go to and get themselves into trouble. And I should look at this, shouldn't I? But I keep looking here because I think that you're there, but you're not. You're actually up here. You're up there. So, okay, look there. So basically, I want to explain what you do need and what you don't need, because I have my enclosures set up the way that I do, but it doesn't mean that is everything that you guys need to have either. I might in some ways appear to a lot of people, I go overboard. Hi, hailstorm, welcome. I probably do. And I have so much in my enclosures for my snakes that they don't need, but they do use. So I guess in a way, as much as I go overboard, it's not wrong either. I'm just wanting you to know that just because Froggers Man, hello and welcome today. I'm talking about enclosures and what is essential and what isn't. And for me, thinking about getting another boa, any tips? Tips for boas is actually hi 23 Drifting. He is so sweet. Sorry, 23. If anybody makes my face go red, it's 23 Drifting, because he says such sweet things in my ears in a comment. If you can say it in my ears, that's what he does. Always has such beautiful compliments. Go check out his channel. You like cars, into cars, just like looking at cars. I mean, the Lamborghini he just showed, oh, to die for. And I said to him, I could see myself pulling up at the shopping centre and going grabbing me groceries in that. And I could only imagine the people looking at me weird, basically, should I ever do that. I said I'd have to win the lottery to be able to do it. But, you know, things happen. And maybe I wouldn't exactly buy that car because there's so many other things that I would want. But it was certainly a nice car. Now, the essentials. I'm doing good. Absolutely wonderful, 23 King, and thank you for asking. I'm great. I'm doing great. Essential heat. You know, heating is so important and they do need it. And even over the summer, they still need it, though you can turn it off. You know, when your room is sitting at 30 odd degrees Celsius, turn the heating off. They do not need it at all. But I have my air conditioners going because I'm a human and I don't like 32-degree heat. And I don't think all snakes do either. They want to find cool. So you really need to have an enclosure big enough to create that environment. They've got to be able to have heat ingredients. Glad you're okay, pythons. How do I get ingredients? They've got to be able to have that gradient. See, gradient, ingredients, very similar. So they've got to be able to go to the warm end and they've got to be able to go to a cool end. Vitally important. And heat is important to help them digest their meals. If they can't digest, that food is going to sit in their belly. It is going to go hard and they're not going to be able to pass it out the other end. So you end up with a constipated snake. But not only can you end up with a constipated snake, you can end up that goes rock solid hard. They can't pass it. You can't soften it. And you've got a vet visit. And if it gets to that point where your snake has to be cut open, then it's danger level for your snake. So heat absolutely is important. Now, how I heat my enclosures is with heat panels, or I have heat lamps or basking lights for them. But honestly, my snakes like to bask, especially my carpets. My spotteds, they like the ground level, so a heat mat is preferable for them. But currently Maya has a heat lamp and she's been having heat lamps since the day she was brought into a home. So I've just left it that way, but I might switch it up. I'm not really sure because I think she'd really like the heat mat under her. But I'm not saying using a basking light is in any way going to affect a spotted python. they will utilize that as much. Same with my carpet. He's almost always up on his branches. Absolutely. And that's why I provide basking for them, because I do know they like to go up on the branches and they love to bask. Now, carpet pythons are semi-arboreal. They're not under the Ishwa likes to bask. There you go. And I know Ishwa is spotted, and you have a stimmy as Stimson as well. So just because Ishwa does, or Ishi does, Ishwa is her name, and Car, I don't know what car, we don't use the mat anymore, but good. She doesn't utilize it. She likes to bask. Get rid of the heat mat. That's one less heating thing that you have to be concerned about in the enclosure. Now for Lily, let's see how Lily is. And oh, lunatic dad. Hey, that is my first, what do they call it? I don't even know what they call it. Super chat. Super chat. Thank you for the $5. Wow. Lunatic dad, that's here. Who was the first person to give me anything for my video? Is Lunatic dad. Thank you very much. But nobody needs to do it. Nobody needs to do it at all. But that's wonderful. Wow. Woo. First super chat. Wow, that's great. Okay. Now, oh wow, I feel that. Oh, that's made my day, Lunatic Dad. Thank you so much. I'm going to get Monty a ceramic heat bulb. They're good. And his whole cage will be warmer because the pad only makes one spot warm and he likes to want it. Yeah. It's what I talk about, a heat gradient. And I think the basking lights create that. You know, you start off, you've got your 32, 29, 27, 26 down the cool end. So they've got that variation to move in. It is so important to have a heat gradient. A heat mat, that's it. That is exactly where the hot spot is, only. So when they go down to the cool end, unless you live in a hot environment like I do, that cool end is cool, cool, cool. But really in the reality, oh, Tammy Sally, 12, welcome, honey. So long as it never drops below 20, you're pretty right. But I know in some places it gets down to 16 odd overnight, and that is way too cold, so you cannot turn off your heat. I mean, I know some nights we get down to about 18 at 3 o'clock in the morning, so I need my heat on still. But I actually have a thermostat I can do day-night, so I can tweak it a little bit. I think that's good for hot summer days when you just want a warm spot. Perfect. Good idea, Reptomaniac. I agree with you. That would be great as well. See, we all have ideas. Cammy's tiny house, living snakes you love. Me too. In case nobody knows, I do love snakes. That's funny there. Does it get cold during? Yeah, over winter it does, and it can get down to 8 overnight. So heating is still very, very essential here in Queensland, but not so much during the day. But like I said, I'm a human. I need air conditioning, so my snakes need their heating on. JD Knight, welcome to you. Yeah, it is JD Knight. I was going to say, okay, little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hello and welcome. Wow, I'm seeing some new people today, and that's wonderful. Everybody say hello. Check out channels. Support one another and watch their videos, guys. take the time to watch a video. It's so important when you sub to somebody is, you know, I got 1000K, and well, that's fantastic and great, and thank you. But thank you to everybody that comes and actually watches my videos. Because I really don't care about that number. I care about you guys, and that you enjoy my videos. More important, enjoy my videos, not just watch them, but enjoy them. Oh, welcome back, Horse 720. Okay, so heating is vitally important for your snakes, above and beyond everything. Of course, so is water. And for me, I like to change my water every day. Just freshen up, especially over the summer, because it warms up in there. And not that, don't get me wrong, snakes do not like you giving them freezing cold water. They like room temperature water. So I actually use spring water that I buy, that's in a plastic, that sits in my room, so they never ever get freezing cold water. It would be too much of a shock to their system for that. And especially if you decide to bath your snake, or you have a swimming pool for them to go into outside, remember to check the temp of the water. It really needs to be warm, not cold. And also, if you've got the little pool out in the sun, check the temperature, because that can get boiling hot, and it would be not good for your snake to go in. My trampoline is black. It's been 32 out there and the sun's shining down on it. I'm not going to let my snake go crawling on it. That would be too hot for them. So remember, steal around the trampoline. Touch it. If it's hot to touch, don't let your snake sit on it. Snakes take a lot longer for that to get to their brain. Okay, this is hot. And a long time. And they don't realize that it's so hot, and they'll stay there. It was great makeup, a little bit of this. I watched a little bit, but I'll be going back to see the finished product of Eric when I finish my live stream today. So heating, water, temperature gradients. Like I said, I use heat panels. I love them. I have a temperature gun. Yep. Where's mine? Mine's around somewhere. I use a temp gun. Easy breezy. You know exactly what the temperatures are in every spot in that enclosure. Now, I want to say snakes are pretty tough. Give or take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, they're not going to be, oh my goodness, how terrible for that snake. They are much tougher than what you think they are. After shedding, do snakes drink water after that? Snakes should drink a lot of water when they're shedding and in that shedding process. And I have not, what brand do you use for your heat panel? Pro Herb. I will send you the link, actually, Neo, to where I actually got mine from, and I love them. And I think I said that you would only need about a 40 watt in your size enclosure, which is, where do I have a 40 watt? Oh, I can show you where I have my 40 watt exactly, which may help you out. What brand do you use for your heat mat yet? I just like having a general idea of how warm it is in the cage. Yet. Pro Herb, that's it. Metal Hammer. We do have them a base here in Australia, and look, I've had no problems with them, and they function perfectly. But remember, guys, any heating, anything that you use, you have to use a thermostat. But this is where I'm going. You don't want a thermostat. You don't want to use them. You can buy heat pads. Now, I know this is floor-based, okay, floor-based, that are just for us humans. Oh, hi, Uber Goober. Thank you. Just wanted a minute to stop and spread the love. Thanks, Uber Goober. Busy lady, I know. I'm watching your not today's live stream, the one with the paranormal lady who I'm actually sub to, and I'm getting through it and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to keep watching. So you can buy them. You only need them on the lowest heat, but you need to buy them where they don't have the automatic shut off. You do not need. Hi, Miranda House. Welcome and thank you for popping in today. You do not need a thermostat at all. It's a perfect temperature for them. So if you want to go that way, you can order them on Amazon and get them here to Australia. There are some that will ship to Australia. And I am going to be hunting around here for them. And the reason why I'm saying about the heat mats, even though I do use them. Sorry, I've got the burps for some reason. I think I'm sucking in too much air while I'm talking. I do use heat mats, and I'll tell you why. I just do show. You can show that. My goodness. Basically, Jack's enclosure, Jessie's enclosure, is tall. What did I say it was? Like 1.2 meter high. And basically, the ground gets cold in winter. And if Jack being Jack, and when he sheds, he likes to go hide in his hide on the floor, which is where he is right now, he will get cold. He won't come out because he likes his privacy when he is shedding. That's the way Jack is. So I have to provide heating. And I'm going to be switching over to these heat pads. Then I can chuck out that particular thermostat that runs that. So I will show you, if I can turn this around so you can see, Tessa's enclosure. I have done a video, guys, of Tessa's enclosure for you, and the day I put her in, you watch her go in and how she settles herself into that. So I'm looking forward to getting that up to you this week. But I'm going to spin you around and show you as best I can. And I don't know how high this will go, but you may be able to see. But you can see Tessa's heat panel, and I'll try and point correctly up here. So that is Tessa's warm side. And of course, oh, too high. Tessa, you will see, is on the cool side, laying in that hammock. Loves her hammock. She does have a hammock over the warm side under the heat panel, but she lays up on those, I'm not watching what I'm doing, on the branch here, and warms herself, basks, and so forth. So basically, I don't know if you can see very well, but she does have heating and a hot spot, and she does have her cool spot down the other end. I've put branches, lots of branches, and she uses each and every one of them for some greenery because I like it. And I use aspen for her substrate. And I like aspen. It's really easy to clean up, and you get a lot of it. There you go. I'm looking up there at the thing, and I've got it in my hand. Gosh, my goodness. You can use any type of substrate that you're happy with. There is no, you have to use anything basically. But I just like the aspen. I like the look of it, and it comes in a big bag, and it goes a long way. And I use the chips, and And I'm going to do a mix of the bigger aspen and the chips and mix it up and put both in there actually for my snakes. And yeah, because I think it was on special and I thought, well, I can mix it and get a bit of both. Now, if anybody actually has a question for me so that I can tweak to it at all, put the @ in front of my name and it will light me up, and then I'll be able to see it, I think, better, so I don't miss any. Don't touch my face, you. Welcome. Nice to see you here. Thank you very much for coming in today and saying hello. Lily has got the longest enclosure in my house, basically, and you can't see because there's a light there, but her heat panel is over this side, and it's an 80 watt because she has, I'll try and get this to focus, she has a 1800 length enclosure, and it's 600 by 600. So Lily has ample space in that enclosure. So heating, choose what your snake likes. That's all I'm going to say. Don't go by, well, everybody says heat panel's the best, or everybody says that this particular lighting is best, or you go, if your snake likes the ground, then of course you're going to go with a heat mat. Naturally you're going to. If they like to bask, use a basking light. Or a ceramic. They're brilliant and they're very, very heat efficient. And when it comes to electricity, they're very, very cost effective as well. Substrate I've talked about. Newspaper. Wood. Newspaper. You do not have to use a substrate. Newspaper is fine. Just put a few layers down. Not just one layer. Use a few layers. I'm thinking of getting a baby carpet python. What size enclosure is recommended? Okay, to begin with, just get a tub to start with. Just make sure they've got the availability with a little stick or a branch in there for them to crawl up on. But all they need is a tub. And I'll spin you around. Don't touch me, my face. At the moment, I have little Apani, and she's a spotted. Well, yeah, she's a spotted, but she's got no spots. She's a patternless, and that's what I keep her in. And all she has in there is a couple of hides. There's a heat mat up this end, which should only really cover a third of the whole tub. Air holes. I like a lot of airflow. And her water bowl. And I use paper towels. And to begin with, that's all your baby carpet needs. And that's probably 20 inches by 16 inches high. And honestly, that's all they need. Easy, cheap to set up for them. I have a little lamp next to her that I turn on if the big lights aren't on. So she gets her light time, because I do believe they require that day and night cycle. I think that is important. But if your room is nice and bright during the day, you don't need to have any lighting in your enclosure at all. I do use LEDs, and I think you might be able to see Jack's up the back there. And then of a night I have the availability to switch it over to blue, which they say does not affect them at all, the blue light or the red light. But you can turn it out completely if you want to, which, you know, sometimes I don't have the lights on at night, but I like to be able to see them and what they're doing, because some snakes are more active at night than others. Now, originally, you'll know that this was going to be Lily's enclosure. She didn't really like it. Hence why, and that was Jack's. So poor Jack And I won't say poor Jack, because in actual fact, they swapped. They chose to swap. And I have a video of that happening. I've seen Monty use his whole cage and he eats just fine. Plenty of energy, so I know that's what works for him. Yep. You just watch your snake, and I always say it's about observing your snake, because my jungle could be completely opposite. I mean, they still need the basic of what a jungle likes, but in personality, they're all different. Their likes and dislikes, they're all different. So Jack ended up going into this big enclosure, but as you can see, I have provided, so, and I know that lighting is glaring on it, and I apologize, but Jack goes up and spends a lot of time in his hammock. He spends a lot of time on the next shelving level, and then further down in this corner, there is another shelf, and he just goes from one to the other. He goes up over onto the warm side, which is over here, and you can see a heat panel, which is an 80 watt. But being so high, I have a heat mat. And right now, Jack is in that height there, which you can see, because he's in shed. And I have the heat mat going. It's hot, he probably doesn't need it, but I think I've only got his temps on around 28, because that is all that I find my coastals. 29 is what my coastal's like. Good morning, Yvette. Hi sis, how you doing? Thanks for coming today. I'm just talking about enclosures, because so many people ask me about snake enclosures and what do you need and what don't you need, and really it's up to you. I'll try and show you a little bit more of Jessie's, which is pretty much, and I can't see what you're seeing, but it's pretty much the same size as Jack's, same similar layout to Jack's, and he also has a heat mat down there as well, just in case, very rarely. And I think you might be able to, I'll have a look and see if you can see him. And I suppose I probably haven't even got you pointed at him. Not easy maneuvering. You probably can't see him because a pillow and a dog sitting there. And that's the mayor's up there. And of course, Tessa, that's the one sitting behind Jessie's, is empty at the moment. And I have a few empty enclosures. So am I going to be filling those enclosures up? Well, of course I'm going to be filling those enclosures up, I guess. I'm still got my name out there for hi Kitty, welcome. Sorry I missed it. I was just sort of trying to show my enclosures, but I'm going to get Lily out. I want to get Lily out for people to see my Lily today. You know, I'm not one that, yeah, I want a diamond and I want my rough scale. That's exactly what I want. They're the two definites that I would love to get for sure. So I'm going to open the door and I'll bring Lily out for a little while to join us, because there's some people here that have never been on with me live with having a snake out. So bear with me, Lily. I normally would not force my snakes to come out, but I know that Lily is pretty easy going when it comes to her coming out. And even though she's up there and sleeping and you think, oh yeah, but you're going to disturb her, once Lily realizes she's coming out, I know she's happy. So here I go, and I'll get my girl out for you. Lily, are you going to come out with Mum? Can you come out? Come on, sweet. Come on out and say hello. y'all. Okay, and as you can see, I don't get a fight from Lily in her coming out because she has no problems in coming out. I don't even know where I've got my hand when I'm grabbing Lily out. Honestly, sometimes I'm right on her nose, and Lily doesn't care. She really doesn't. So yeah, I wanted to bring Lily out. Lily, show your face. Show your face to everybody. Are you going to be? There you go. You want to say hello? Look, everybody's watching you today. Hey? So if you don't know what Lily is a jungle. She came to me classified as a jungle carpet python, but Lily would be a jungle with a coastal, and her markings kind of give that away. And if you've seen videos of Jessie, you'll understand the difference, because Jessie is a jungle carpet python. So, but we love Lily. She is exceptionally beautiful, and I actually know who this is. So Sam, could you please grab that phone for me and hand it to me? Sorry guys, I do know who this is. Hello. Yeah, Ma, it's my mum. Hey, Dal. Just about, Mum. No worries. See you then. Bye. See, I have my mum on a particular ringtone so that I know it's my mum, and I don't ever not answer that phone when it's my mum. My parents are getting older, and I would not like to think there was an emergency and Mum was trying to contact me because she was in trouble or needed me. So I never, ever not answer that phone. And, oh, you'd love a rough scale. Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, my goodness, they're so gorgeous. Will Lily get any bigger? Yes. Not a lot. Honestly, not a lot. Lily is, she's got to be 7 foot now. There's a cat. There's a cat. See? Yeah, righto. There's a cat. She's still got growing to do because she's not, the snakes never stop growing, but she would be 7 foot, I would say, at this particular point. She's not going to get a lot bigger. She might grow another foot. She's, look, you know, her girth, you know, and I've got little fingers. She's not very girthy, but Lily doesn't eat rats. Hi, Paul. Thanks for popping in. You know, she's never going to be a big girth snake. Jessie, my jungle. Oh my God, I can't, I'm like this, trying to get my fingers around Jessie. And I thought Jessie was going to be little. He's a male. He is going to be one big boy, I tell you. And I'm going to do a video very soon with Jessie, because he is growing and growing, but he eats rats. My goodness, can he sock those rats away? And he's currently eating a medium and a small rat in one feed. So he just wants to grow at the moment. Jessie is cute. No, my cat won't run away. They've grown up. Actually, Ruby has not grown up around my snakes at all. Ruby was my daughter's cat. Ruby has just had to adjust to the fact she lives with snakes. Hi, sweet tea lady. Oh my, do the cat? No. Honestly, oh, Ghost Fighter, welcome. Yeah, look, Lily is a female in every way possible as a female is. I tell you, she has the attitude, she's stubborn, she's lots of fun. I mean fun. She makes me laugh all of the time. I'm having a bad day. I don't have bad days. But if I do, I sit here with my snakes and I don't care about anything that's going on around me because I love being with my snakes. And I'll put this down a little bit so you might be able to see her a bit more. How big do jungles get? 7 foot. They're smaller. Then this is probably for Lily. Jessie, you know, good food, lots of exercise, you get a big snake. And I'm not talking about lots of food, I'm talking about good quality food. You feed them good quality, you're going to get a big snake. You give them lots of exercise, then they're going to grow big. Trust me, that is how it works. Any advice for someone getting their first snake? Be ready. Have everything ready to go and have as much in front of you about that particular species, the information that you need, so that when you get your snake, there's no stress, there's no panic, there is no worry, because you are confident and you know exactly what you're doing. And I'm going to say to you, don't believe everything that's in a book either. So let me know what you're getting. Give me an idea of when and what. Please message me. My email is on my About page, I believe. Feel free to send me an email and I will get to it. And I know I can be slack at times, but I will keep my eye open. But if you need any advice, let me know. And honestly, somebody was talking about boas. Boas are heavy-bodied snakes. They do not necessarily like to be high off the ground. And when you hold them, they like to hang on. They have to. They're a big, heavy snake. And I'm not saying that boas won't climb, because they will. My lawnmower man is here, and my dog's always back at him. You would think they'd be used to him, but they're not yet. Where are you going, Lil? Well, here I am thinking I'm grabbing a head, and I'm actually grabbing a tail. But pretty much, boas, I want one, and I can't have one. But watch YouTube. Go and watch Azzy. She's not on here at the moment. Azzy Squeezy's Diary. She has a red tail boa. My goodness, does she love her snake? I think I'm bad. Azzy, I think beats me, but she only has one. So yeah, and Munson Burner has a boa too. So, you know, never ever not put some sort of climbing ability in there. Watch them. If they don't use it, remove it. They're temps. They like a little bit more humidity than my carpets, but then my jungles like humidity because they come from the tropics. So read up, but if you need to know anything, please ask. I don't own a boa. I don't own snakes anyway. I'm not an owner of snakes, and it's a cliche when I say to you, I just care for them. I give them a home, and I live with my snakes. They don't live with me. I live with them. Hey, Finding Hope. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, watch my videos. because that's how I want you to care for your boa or whatever species you get. I want you to care for them in the way that I do. Hey, Lilio. She still thinks that she can climb and sit on my head, and she's way past the days of being able to actually sit on my head, but she spent a lot of her life there, and she would still do that if I would let her. And you don't need the toilet. And I can kind of tell if you don't realise with snakes, but they get quite a big bulge down here near their cloaca. And that'll give you a pretty good idea that they need to go to the toilet, people. Snakes have no sense of personal space. No. None whatsoever. Lily, especially, has no sense of my personal space, but hey, your tail's pretty tight around my neck, sweetie. Do you know that? See, my face is going a little bit red. And that's got nothing to do with Lily trying to strangle me. She just wants to support herself a little bit better than what I'm doing for her right now, because I'm not totally concentrating. But as you can see, look, I just, whatever, Lily. And Lily is like, whatever, Mum. So, you know, she's so used to me holding her and doing things. Don't be afraid of them. Honestly, fear. Lose it. And the moment you lose it, then you love them. Because you can't not. You just can't not love a snake. And I know that's easy for me to say because I've had them for so long in my life. But hey, they make great pets and great companions. And if you've got your enclosures set up, and you don't need all those bells and whistles that I have, honestly, you don't. Hides, 2 hides. See if they use them. If they don't, then maybe they don't want them. But make sure you have one at the hot end and one at the cool end. Give them the option. If they're a snake that is shy, make sure you have lots of greenery around on the ground. Night, Tommy. Thank you for coming, honey. I know it's getting late for a lot of people. I think it's getting late for you guys over there in the States. What's roughly times? Because it's 11:45 for me. And, you know, guys, I've been on it. I don't think I started till 11-ish. So that's not too bad. You know, I don't want to bore everybody. I don't want you just being here because you feel that you have to be here and everything. I want to make them as interesting as I can for you. You're in Melbourne. I'm in Queensland, just south of Brisbane, but I am originally from 12:16 Adelaide. 7:46 evening, I would guess. Little this, or is it AM for you? Or it wouldn't be AM. She's like 13 hours, I think, behind or something, or 15. I'm actually from, don't touch my face, you. I'm from a little place called Wonthaggi, and please don't hold that against me, but down near Phillip Island. PM. Okay. Well, that's not too bad, because when I went on to Overboard, I was like 15 hours. I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was the day after. And she was live on Sunday, so it was Monday for me. Here, I'm back, my dear. I'm not feeling the greatest because of my pain. Okay, no worries, positive Bluebird. You take care of yourself and feel better. Feel better. I fell in love with you and Lily on this channel. Thanks, Kitty. I did have Lily on that day, and the reason why I had Lily, sorry, my mum's just arrived and my dogs love her to death, and not to death, but I'm so excited to see her come through the door. You're going to visit Sydney next year. Cool, pity you weren't coming up here. you could certainly come and have some time with me and my snakes, and you're welcome if you do manage to get up here. I think I'm about 10 hours away, actually. That's a lot of hours, isn't it, traveling? But anyway, guys, that's given you an idea anyway about enclosures, and I do try and sort of chat as well, so I don't stay completely focused on subject, but you know, hides, water bowls, paper towels, newspaper, substrate, heating, warm end, cold end, tightly secure enclosure, especially for your little babies. Visiting Queensland, cool. Keep in touch with me, let me know, and we will definitely catch up when you're up here. I would love to do that. I really would. I love meeting people. Don't you? Do you love meeting people, Lily? She does. She does. So, guys, I'm always loving and leaving you today. And I want to say thank you to everybody. Joe isn't here today. A Florida diver. He let me know that he was going to be at a footy match over there in the US. So he wasn't here today, and I realized he wasn't here. And yet, until next time, Kitty, thank you so much for joining me today. There goes Lily going up to see Ruby, and Ruby's going to give Lily a kiss. As you can, well, Lily's heading that way. I don't touch my face, you. I've got to learn to say that all in one run. Don't touch my face, you. I won't touch your face. Okay? Now, hope. We love watching your live stream. Thanks for the info. Looking forward to getting my email. Yep, I'm getting to the emails. Absolutely, Neo. I know that you've sent me one, and I haven't even opened it yet. So I've been so busy getting kids to school. Their uniforms, their books, their shoes, and with high needs children, it's not as simple as school. Let's go to school. A lot of work that goes into that. Some point. Okay, you'll change my. Well, I can touch your face, but not physically, but I can on the screen there. And at least I know you can't jump through and smack me while I'm doing it. So I'm pretty safe. Okay, bye, Reptomania. I'm saying goodbye. Take care of yourself, your family, your friends. If you've got snakes, your snakes, but I'm sure lots of you have cats, dogs, turtles, frogs in the backyard, spiders. Oh, best friends, berries. I'm just about to go, and thank you for popping in and saying hello. I've appreciated every one of you today for being here. I know we're all busy. Yeah, I can be busy, Neo. Can't we all, though? Honestly. Lily is going up. She'll go up, and she'll go and hang out somewhere up there. And another day, I'm going to show you my building places, all my branches and all my bits that I've put around for my snakes, to maybe give you some ideas of what I've got available, and explain how I've done them and put them all together and why I have all of those things. So all of you, mwah, to each and every one of you, and I will be back here next Monday. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoy my videos, and I'll have Tessa going into her new home, so you'll get to see that a little bit better. I think I even show you at the start, empty, clean, and then going through. So I've got to do a little bit of editing, so it's not an hour-long video for everybody, which mine can be at times, I know. I'm sorry, but I get yapping, and I'm so passionate about my snakes and you guys learning as much as I can give you about them. So I'm going to say ciao to you. Take care of yourself. Have a great week. Enjoy.